I think one of my favorite parts of this show is the "and" credit is always given to Eugene Cordero, Little Beach. That is that's a very funny runner that really sticks out to me. I seriously, that's my favorite part.
You are making my year right now because all the little dumb things that I hope worked for the past 2 years that we've been working on it. It's nice to see that.
Awesome. Hey, Bobby. Thank you
What's up,
for
man?
joining
How
me
are you?
today. I'm doing well by yourself.
Doing good.
Good, good. Uh, so I just wanted to obviously talk to you about the new show. It looked great, very beautiful, very reminiscent of every Saturday morning cartoon I grew up with.
Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lowbrow, yeah, Lowbrow. The animation studio knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, it captures a feel that I don't think is in any cartoon today, and especially because it kind of looks kind of fuzzy, but the colors are very much there.
That's awesome. Thank you. That makes me happy. That's what we were going for.
How was it voicing all of those characters that you got to do?
The best. I think I was very selfish. I got to play a good guy, their robot sidekick, and a bad guy. I took a lot of parts for myself in this one. It was actually more just because it was a pandemic and we had a microphone and I could do more by myself. But no, I love voicing characters. So to get to do something like this, which is something I wrote and love, was super fun.
Did you have to, when you were writing it, did everything just come naturally to you, or did were there things that you wanted to hit necessarily because the Saturday morning tropes that we had to deal with for so long?
Yeah, it's like a weird thing. It's like I decided to write a very complicated thing, which is like 80's cartoons realizing that they are cartoons and they are just toys. So there was a lot to explain. But yeah, I just mashed up a lot of 80's cartoons together and then thought about, those life lessons that they learned in every episode and kind of how they would compare to an adult today trying to learn a life lesson, and just wanted to do that. So there's a lot of cursing and adult life lessons in this version. Sort of 80's cartoons for the adults now who grew up with them.
Yeah, the life lessons things really sticks out because you don't see that anymore. Even early on in South Park's tenure, they were doing at the end of the day episodes, and
Yeah.
so it's nice to see that kind of harken back. I think that's probably one of my favorite aspects of it is that you always have to take something away from GI Joe or something.
Yeah, knowing is half the battle. That was kind of we have that. I think ours is and that's something worth taking into consideration. That we say at every episode where they learn their lesson.
I think one of my favorite parts of this show is the "and" credit is always given to Eugene Cordero, Little Beach. That's a very funny runner that really sticks out to me. I seriously, that's my favorite part.
You are making my year right now because all the little dumb things that I hope worked for the past 2 years that we've been working on it. It's nice to see that. Yeah, Eugene's a good buddy of mine, and I just think it like that. And Ambi Davis as Alice, just kind of like that trope of having that. I really like it, and that we do it in every episode makes me laugh. That was actually just me trying to make Eugene laugh.
Was it easy to cast this show because Taran's in it and Eugene's in it, and then you've got Ben Schwartz and Colbie Smulders and just a great group of comedy people. But was it easy for you to just help and pick out and go, these people will go here?
Yeah, it was just it's all my buddies. Yeah, it was a lot of people I had wanted to work with, and when I was writing it, I just went, well, this Donald Faison would knock this out of the park, and I've been wanting to work with him, and Sofia Gonzalez is fantastic as Wolfette, and Nicole Parker can do any voice in the world, so I knew that was a no-brainer, and Lennon had a very deep, this character she used to do in improv, 25 years ago when we met, and like at UCB, and I was like, can you please just come do this again? And yeah, just all favors, all me calling friends and asking them to come do dumb voices on this silly cartoon.
When you were concepting the show, Did you, and it is a group of improvisers, a group of great common people who can play from the page and from their minds and
Yeah.
hearts, if that's what the improv is from the heart. It's what did you all have a chance to play around? Because I know that you might want to just go from the script, but did you let them do anything of their own?
Yeah, this one was definitely. I did a series called Lofi in the same way I did 8 shorts in this thing called Lofi, and it was a lot. It was mostly improvised. It kind of just went like, this is the idea for this episode, and we're just going to improvise. And this one was completely different. This one was scripted, but there is a bit of improvising in it. Everybody's so funny, and they kind of added their flavor to it. Jimmy Simpson, who plays Moom, the bad guy, I had just been a fan of his forever, and I did something with him. I think it was just like a Zoom call, and he offhandedly mentioned that he loved Thundercats, and I just sent him a message over Twitter, and I was like, hey, I'm doing this kind of Thundercats thing. Would you want to play the bad guy in it? And he immediately said yes, and I was so happy because he's kind of my favorite part of the whole thing. He got it completely, and he just got that Skeletor vibe of like, I'm the bad guy, but I'm actually the funny one who you're rooting for. And like, a lot of his stuff is improvised. He made me laugh, and I left a lot of it in.
He was an excellent addition, and I think along the lines of the characters, all the characters, it kind of reminds me of something that's a cross between Saturday morning cartoons and then also Adult Swim, and especially with the cuts to reality, because that seemed unnecessary but also very very fun and engaging, because seeing those two kids dance
It's going somewhere. You'll see.
okay, it's I can't wait. I mean, I love it, seriously. Those kids, seeing those kids is just the one of the best
That
parts.
makes me so happy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's 8 episodes. You see, you'll see. Yeah.
I can't wait to see
There
where that
for a
goes.
reason. Yeah.
But you know what? Let's see. I think that's all I have for you. But thank you so much for sitting down with me. I appreciate it.
Thank
This
you,
is a
Chad. You
great
did
show.
great.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And yeah, good luck. Good luck with the launch and everything. And continue doing a great job with Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks so
You're
much.
very welcome. All right.
Pleasure to meet you, man.